No. No. What did they do? What the heck did they do? They this was a terrible episode.
Psych! They did it, guys. They did it. They did it. They completely adapted the first chapter of this manga, Orange, to a T. To a T. The episode was just amazing. The episode, on point. On point, especially from the original source material. Like, I was really surprised on how well they actually adapted this first episode of Orange. If things keep like this can be easily the anime of the season. Easily. Right now, this is probably the best episode that I have seen of this season so far. Really good start. Really good start to the series. The soundtrack is amazing. The clip that we got within this first episode of Orange, where we open up and we see the group, opening up their time capsule, and that car passes by on the side of the road. Like, the sound effects to that car, where it just zooms on past them, that was on point. That was amazing. The animation is really well done. It almost feels like I was watching a Makoto Shinkai film, to be honest with you, excuse me. But yeah, like, it really felt like I was watching a Makoto Shinkai film. That's how good the animation was. And then, we have our characters. Yo, my boy Hagita and Suwa. Yes. Freaking, yes. Dude, this anime is going to be so freaking good. So what is Orange about? Orange is about a girl named Naho who wakes up one day and stumbles across a letter that she sees is sent to herself. Actually, to find out that this letter is actually sent from herself within 10 years in the future. And apparently this letter has the ability to actually predict certain events that end up going about in Naho's day-to-day life. And she is not only getting one letter, mind you. We actually see within this episode that she is getting multiple letters that apparently have certain predictions and even times and events that will end up playing out within her life. And her other self is telling Naho to actually not do these things, or either do these things in order to prevent something that ended up happening with the transfer student named Kakeru. Now, Kakeru, we don't really know much about him from this first episode. As we see this episode, it seems like Kakeru is a pretty average guy, He seems like he has no problems at all, and, the anime did a really good job at actually showing that, Kakeru just looks like an average high school kid. There is really not much to go about him. He's hanging out with friends. He is, thinking about joining certain club activities. There's something doesn't really seem to be completely wrong with this individual. But from what we see in these letters is that apparently something ended up happening with Kakeru in the past. Now, at the end of this episode, we see that Kakeru is apparently no longer with the future self of Naho and her friends. So what could this mean? What could this mean? Honestly, I know everything that ends up going down within the story of Orange because I have read the manga, and the manga is a complete masterpiece. Like, I really enjoyed the manga. And not only did I enjoy the manga, but keep in mind that this is a romance story, okay? This is a romance story, and me, the professor of anime, I don't like romances. I just don't find them, really appealing. Now and then I'll find some good romances, but I really don't go out of my way to watch romances. Or read romances, keep in mind you. And I haven't really found any good romance besides Koe no Katachi, which is A Silent Voice, and this series. Like, this is coming from someone who doesn't, like romances in general. all I'm going to tell you, anime onlys, is that this series is going to get good. It is going to get good, hopefully, if they keep on doing what they are doing, especially from what they did in this episode of Orange. Like, if they keep on doing what they are doing, we are going to have anime of the season with Orange, hands down. Like, honestly, if they, show everything that is within, the story of Orange, and don't rush it or anything along those lines, we could have a really good series right here. Like, the animation is top-notch, the soundtrack is incredible, the characters, you are going to love the characters. There's at least one individual who you are going to like out of the group, whether that be Hagita, or whether it be Suwa, or whoever, and the story to Orange is beautiful. It really is, and that is coming from someone, as I stated before, who doesn't particularly like romances. I definitely recommend you guys to check out this series, because this series is not really like a typical romance that you usually see, and if you're not a fan of romances, at least give this anime a shot, because I really think you all are going to like this series. Now, it seems like some people are saying that this series reminds them of Erased. Trust me, it's nothing like Erased at all. Sure, there is the element of time travel, but it's in a different way, and it has no ties to the sort of time travel that is in Erased. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end the video off here. I don't want to say anything more, because if I were to, I would probably be giving spoilers away, and I really want to steer clear away from that, at least for this video. But definitely in the future videos, more will be brought up in discussion as the episodes of Orange come out week by week. But for this first episode, I want you guys to experience this episode for yourselves. Like, it's that good. It really is that good. The anime did an incredible adaptation of the first chapter of the series, and I am so happy we have an anime that at least is going to be incredible for this season. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below if you have seen this episode of Orange, and let me just know your overall thoughts and opinions on what you thought about the episode. And of course, if you like this video, don't forget to drop a like. It always helps out the channel. And if you want to stick up to date to my future content on this channel and see more reviews from me, then please hit that red subscribe button below, and you will never miss a video from me. That about does it for this video, guys, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.